At the end of our last session, you removed a dinky little golden rod from in front of this door that was easily reachable through in order to let an old man who said he was allergic to gold free. And like a big old creep, he stood up to his full height, his wrinkles filled in, became less emaciated, and Lucy came down the stairs behind you and silently said, Gimbal! And I believe the last thing that happened is he looked at you and said, thank you for believing me. So, that's where you left off. You're in this weird little prison room with the single prison cell that is now open. Matthias, I believe you have 2 small golden rods in your pocket.
Yep.
Or you're just happy to see me.
I was just about to say, damn it, you beat me to it, damn it.
Okay, so you now have Lucy coming down the stairs and Gimbal in front of you, and he's still kind of transforming even as you're looking at him. The features are unassuming at first, pleasant, this polite smile, these soft eyes, but there's enough about him that it makes you keep looking at him. And this person that you felt sure was just a frail human moments ago, you keep looking at him and you notice the slight sharpness of his toothy smile. You notice his neck almost seems like it has maybe 1 or 2 vertebrae too many. And he sort of hypnotically slinks towards you with his entire body in this pattern that makes you feel at ease. The thin, scraggly hair that was just barely covering his skull is now filled into this blanket of black copper-streaked hair. And he's still dressed in rags, but they look nice on him. And he seems wholly unconcerned with how little of him is covered by the scraps of fabric that were, until moments ago, covering up a shivering, weak old man nearly half the size of the one that stands in front of you now.
Matthias has his hands buried down in his pockets, and he is going to be holding on to one of those golden rods.
And Friday's just kind of standing there like, the fuck?
So yeah, Lucy runs down the steps, almost falls over herself and runs past you, and he just wraps her up in these weird, long, angular arms. And she's wistfully like, I didn't know if I would ever see you again. And just has her face buried into him. He's looking over her shoulder very intentionally at you both. He lets go of her and doesn't quite push her away, but puts distance between the two of them. And he looks down at his rags with disdain and does this little gesture up and down himself with his hand. And kind of frowns and flourishes his hand and does it again. Nothing happens, and he looks at you, Matthias. Gay Vithi, do you have that gold rod on you still?
Matthias just, without reacting a whole lot, just sort of seems to go stiff. And he just says, yes, I do, and I believe I'll be keeping it.
I guess it's understandable, Bosk. And he looks over at you, Friday. And Friday, so you would know this because this is actually, this word, Bosk, with a K at the end, is undercommon, which you hear at the docks pretty frequently. It's part of a trade language that gets thrown around a lot, and it's just like a kind of casual term for lord. So you hear him call Matthias that, and he looks at you, Friday, now and says, and how about you, Kumberbach? Do you have any gold rods on you either?
That's great. Sorry, totally meta. I'm just enjoying the meta for a minute. I'm okay. No, I don't.
Well, I believe there's probably something of a problem going on upstairs still then. And don't worry, Bosk, if you want to keep your gold rods, that's fine. That's not the biggest problem we have. But what if we all go upstairs? But first, if you don't want to hand over the gold rods, I just need to get rid of these rags. And he just kind of slinks out of the rags and is just going to be entirely nude.
Great.
Lucy seems delighted. He's just fine with it. All right, well, now that I've gotten rid of those, and he kind of just scoots them away with his foot, how about we go upstairs?
You first.
You planning on stabbing me in the back?
I'm planning on keeping my distance, thank you.
I can't say I'm not a little bit offended, but that's fine. It's fine. Let's go break up the party upstairs then. And he turns, and you see his nude ass walk up the stairs. And he just kind of stomps
we
through.
were doing so well with the nudity in our podcast. We were doing so well. We had such a good streak going.
Nah. Okay, as soon as he gets towards the stairs and we've got some distance, I am going to hand the second gold rod to Friday. Just press it into her hands.
Yeah. Yeah, and Lucy is like taken off. She is right behind Gimbal going
I
upstairs.
assume.
Yeah.
I believe you should keep this handy.
What is that thing?
All I know is I believe that my better nature was taken advantage of. My hackles are up. I'd suggest you keep yours up as well.
Yeah, my hackles are always up.
Keep the gold bar close, Levy.
If you say so, Sunshine.
Are we following then?
I mean, unless there's another way out of this crazy monastery, I don't think we have a choice.
Let me put it this way. Are we sticking close to them?
Damn it.
The thought that's in my mind is that this might be the point in the swamp in which our paths diverge.
Yeah. I mean, I'm in no rush to stick around.
I don't wish to stay here, but I don't wish to stick close to them either.
You want to make a break for it?
I would like to leave this place, certainly.
All right, let's go.
All right, we're heading up the stairs.
Okay.
Carefully.
Carefully heading up the stairs.
Carefully.
Carefully heading up the stairs. Yeah, like, so Lucy went right off after Gimbal, but she lingers behind for a moment once you start going up, and she turns around, and to Friday, she says, I'm really sorry for lying to you. I honestly didn't know how to explain this, and I needed help. You understand? And Gimbal actually interrupts and turns around and says, you don't need to explain yourself, sweetness. And then Lucy says, I don't need to explain myself. Don't you both roll insights?
Not great, that's 12. Whoa!
I got a dirty 20.
Okay. Yeah, so the way she says it seems off to you, Friday. Matthias.
Obviously.
Yeah. Yeah, that part is obvious. Matthias, you notice definitely that she repeats it with a cadence a little too similar to how he just said it, and she seems like disconnected, like something gets lost behind her eyes when she says that. Like, you actually like see something visibly change in her eyes and then switch back.
And I'm just going to reach over and grab Friday's hand and just kind of like squeeze her wrist and make eye contact with her. Like, I know that she caught that, but like, this is did you catch all of that?
Mm-hmm.
And Friday's just kind of nodding, like,
And continue on. We're
Okay.
definitely leaving space between us, though.
Okay. So yeah, you're gonna get up to the top of the stairs, back to the sort of like main. You're going to go down this hallway back into the like main entrance of the monastery, this main big circle, and you actually hear Smooth's voice coming down from one of the opposite hallway from where your rooms were, and you just hear Smooth going, "Oh, Lucy, where did you run off to?" That's not at all what his voice was. What was it? Oh, Lucy, where did you run off to?
Lucy, you got some explaining to do.
You hear a Smooth's flirtatious, weird voice, and you see Smooth kind of coming up from out of this hallway and looking confused as he walks in on you all hanging out with this naked man. You see Gimbal kind of laugh to himself a little bit, and he looks over at her and says, "Made a lot of friends on your way here, huh?" "I needed all the help I could get, right? That's what you said." And still nude, he turns around to address all of you now that you're in this main area. And listen, I just want the wards down. Did you want to help me with that? It would allow you to do your magic as well.
Why do we need to do magic? Why don't you just leave?
I have reasons. But I get the impression that you would like to also be able to use magic. That's how you defend yourself, right? From threats such as me, let's say.
Oh boy.
Also known as leaving the place where the wards are.
It's not exactly that easy. I mean, I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm a little bit without any items that I once came here with. I would just like to be able to leave as I was.
I mean, I'm almost tempted to give you back your magic just so I don't have to look at your junk anymore.
See, she gets it.
I'm sure that there's probably a robe or something lying about this place that you can help yourself to without necessary magic.
Oh, but I would really like to have my armor back before going out into that dreadful swamp. I'm sure you ran into your own set of troubles on your way here. Would you really send a nude, defenseless man out into the swamp?
Something tells me that once you get beyond the wards of this place, defenseless wouldn't exactly be the word to describe you.
He just smiles at that. He puts an arm around Lucy, and Smooth has made his way up to you now and is standing near you, Matthias, and looking confused and a little offended by this man.
Smooth, let us make some introductions. This would be Lucy's not so dearly departed, it seems.
Gimbal looks at her and says, "Oh, is that what you said? Did you say that I was dead?" "Not necessarily you, but just that I had a dead husband." "Oh, that's good. Oh, because of the whole death cult thing. I see, that makes sense. Can't really say that you're coming to break somebody out, right?"
And meanwhile, Friday is now standing there just like keeping her mouth shut because she knows this is suddenly above her pay grade, but also that like she got played and she's pissed about it.
Mm-hmm. So he's gonna look both of you very seriously, very nudely. Look, I don't actually need everybody's help here. I'm out. That's mostly what I need. There's just some more fun that I wanted to have, and I thought you'd all want the chance to participate and maybe do some damage control. I know it's in your nature to not want to see people get hurt. But you may leave. And he puts his arm around Lucy and turns her around with him and starts walking off with her.
Friday turns to Matthias and just goes, "Oh no. What are we gonna do?"
Do you have any grand ideas?
I have a feeling that guy is going to kill every single thing that moves in this monastery soon. We can't just let this slaughter happen.
I didn't come along to be one of those slaughtered, though.
Me neither.
What about you? You aren't exactly looking spry on your feet at the moment.
Yeah, that, swamp thing really fucked with me.
I know I still have some, little vials of red juice, so I'm gonna give her one of those.
Okay.
Yum yum red juice. Yum yum yum. Drink it up.
Yum yum.
Some Kool-Aid.
Yum yum. Remind me again, that's 1d6 plus 2, is that what it is?
Was that a common healing potion you got? Yeah, so the lowest common is 2d4 plus 2.
Oh, 2d4 plus 2. All right. And that would be a 4 and a 2 is 6.
So you're feeling better.
So, he's definitely has some sort of control over Lucy here. Well, I don't enjoy being played. I don't enjoy seeing her played either.
Yeah, but what if that hold suddenly extends to us?
Precisely my issue.
Well, then
I
I
don't
think
intend to let that happen again.
again.
What's your play here, Levy?
I don't know. Getting out of here is going to be a nightmare with that storm going on. Plus the swamp monsters. Plus now we've unleashed whatever fresh hell this is. Do you know anybody with a hot air balloon?
Can't say I do. Smooth.
Oh, I was actually thinking that I might just start heading back. I don't want to miss the boat once it leaves. You know,
Into the rain. Smooth.
Well, it's. I don't mind being wet that much. It's fine. I don't think things are gonna go well here, and I don't think that I'm gonna be much help. And I would like to get back to my things and my stuff, and maybe just get back to the playing the tables if they've got them still open. You know. So, and he's just like walking backwards as he's talking.
Go quickly. Get out of here.
Oh.
Good luck, Smooth.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, and good luck to you too. And he looks surprised, and is gonna head out.
Can't argue with his self-preservation skills or instincts, perhaps. Well,
All right, fine. Let's go. Let's just go. I don't like this one bit, but I have a feeling that if we stick around, we're gonna like it even less.
Exit stage Smooth.
Yoinks!
All right. Well, you heard the lady. I guess we're leaving.
You're gonna leave. Okay. Okay. So as you start to head out, Gimbal and Lucy haven't, made it all the way out of this large room. So you're still in this huge, like, circular room, and you're heading towards the opposite end. You see Tree Sap and Saw Slip and a couple of other elven teens coming down from one of the other halls, and you hear Gimbal's voice as he noodly turns around and addresses you as you leave and says, "It's too bad that we couldn't talk more this time, but we'll talk again soon." And he just nods, and he turns around and starts heading up the stairs with Lucy.
can I roll? Here's what I want to happen. This is for you to figure out.
That's a
Do
hell of a thing
I-
to say to your DM?
Well, because I started to say, can I roll a such and such? And it's like, that's not for me to decide about what I should roll for this. This is
So tell me what you want to
Rowan's
do.
choice. Do I have any sort of sense that I have ever encountered him or anything like him ever before?
Do an Arcana check.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, that's a 3.
Nope.
3. Okay.
Yeah.
And if you'd also like to roll something for intuition.
I mean, that's another insight check, I think.
Yeah, I guess that is just insight.
That's a 10.
It's still just wisdom. Okay. You do not recognize anything. You have not seen him before. There is some sort of weird connective feeling that you're getting, though. But it's not like, oh, I've met you before, or I just can't place your face, or I've heard your voice, or nothing like that. But that there is just something, not a familiarity, but like a connection.
Okay.
Friday, if you would like to also.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually, could I, instead of an insight check, do an investigation check?
Sure. You'd have to let me know what is it specifically that you're looking for then.
Well, I'm looking to see, now that I've seen him nude, I'm looking for any kind of, otherworldly... Don't you dare.
Now that
looking
you've
for
seen
what?
him nude.
What? Now that you've seen him nude, you're looking for what?
I quit, I'm leaving.
Looking for birthmarks?
Yes, I'm looking for, like identifying marks. Anything that would look like, hey, this guy has a mystical tattoo on his ass that's shaped like a banana, and now he can shapeshift. It's anything.
That's not where the banana is.
Oh, God.
I mean, look, you picked the word banana. You did it to yourself. I'm sorry.
I did. No, you're right, I did. Hoisted by my own petard on that one. No, you're right. Anyway, my investigation roll was a 19.
So you carefully study his body.
Very carefully.
You really just get your eyes in every nook and cranny there. And... Sorry.
I'm suddenly like, did you ever watch Futurama? Did you ever see Zoidberg without his shell on?
Yeah.
That's all I'm picturing right now, and it's just not doing it for me. It's really not.
Goodness.
Lots of little places to get in there with your eyes.
Yeah, okay.
The main things that you're noticing is that you very much at first thought that he was a human. And now you see that he's not, but you also don't know what else he is or could be. There's nothing that's really like identifying like, oh, he's got horns, so he's a tiefling, or, there's almost a constantly shifting quality to him. The more you look at him, the less you can pin down. And you are just staring him down right now. But you have this sense that if you turned around and you weren't looking at him anymore, you wouldn't be able to say how tall he was or what color his eyes were or anything like that. And you have this feeling that there's... Like, he did mention glamours, specifically when he was still old man looking. And you get something like that from looking at him. Like, there's something he is altering, but it's not as simple as somebody old making themselves look young. So you know that was a whole fucking lie.
Yep. Everything coming out of these two, their mouths, is a lie. So yeah, why would that change?
Yeah. But yeah, there's no like identifying mark or glowing banana tattoo or anything like that.
Okay. All right. Oh, we fucked up, Matthias.
Does appear that way.
And so, as you stared him down, they've made it to the opposite side of the circular room and are heading up the stairs. And you have a gaggle of elven teens that have come into the same room as you and are kind of looking confusedly between you and between what they just saw the tail end of this naked ass going up the stairs and aren't really sure what's going on at this point. And Tree Sap addresses the two of you and is like, "Who is that?"
Somebody you do not want to be around. Come on, let's go.
But, like, why?
Just let's go. No questions.
I can't leave here.
You better.
It's not my turn to go. It's my best friend Melatonin's turn.
Okay. So I take Tree Sap's hand and I look her dead in the eye and I go, which would you prefer? Breaking a rule or dying?
I guess I'll, like, break a rule or whatever.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. And Sawslip is gonna just kind of also follow. He wasn't asked whether or not he wants to die, but he's gonna come too. And they have one other teen with them that will just kind of follow behind you too. All right. So yeah, he's like, fucking whatever then. You get to the fucking front door and you walk outside. Yeah.
So, Tree Sap, the howling thing you're familiar with?
Yeah.
Have you noticed it hasn't howled in the last 10, 15 minutes?
I mean, I'd like to tune it out, so... But I guess?
Let's put it this way. You just passed it on the stairs.
Oh, for real? I thought he was like a gross old man. That was like a young, firm ass I just watched going up the stairs.
we're not going to investigate that any further. Let's just keep going.
What? I haven't seen anything like that in forever.
Okay, well, I hope that you don't, actually, because
Well, that's
I don't think
rude.
that was good.
Don't I deserve yawn from Al?
Not that
one.
not
Not
that
that one.
that
Not that one. Nope.
particular one. No,
Mm-mm.
not that was an ass of evil. Okay, let's.
Oh no.
Okay, so you're gonna leave these elven teens outside.
Yes, and go try to catch up with Smooth, I guess.
Okay. Made it outside. You have these teens with you. You don't see Smooth, and you're still in the courtyard of the monastery, on the grounds of the monastery. And you hear a real fucked up noise come from inside the monastery from behind you. It's something similar to at first that howl that you heard before, except it is aggressive and blood curdling, and it sounds multiplied as if it's coming from a variety of mouths, and it is coming from the central tower of the monastery up above the circular room that you were just in. And the elven teens, they stop their questions, they stop their remarks, and they are just silent as they listen to the horrifying noises coming from behind you.
Oh gods.
Distance, folks. We're gonna go with distance. Let's go.
Friday is like, okay, this is out of control and there's nothing we can do. These people are dead. He's right, let's go.
You see Sawslip nods furiously. This other unnamed teen looks down, and Tree Sap is silent as they follow after you. But you feel a change as soon as the screams subside. Matthias, specifically, you can tell that you have magical abilities again.
All right, we're moving faster now. Let's go.
Sawslip, find the path, please, quickly.
Oh, yes. He looks excited to be of use, and he gets ahead of you, and it is helping you through the sludge, which you were noticing also that the brick pathway that's kind of covered in sludge is seeming to decay even faster, and there is steam coming up from the sludge itself as you trudge your way through here. And let's see if I can get athletics, because I don't want you really necessarily reacting to anything right now. I just want to know how you're doing.
13?
Okay.
7.
Okay. Matthias, you do like a fucking Scooby-Doo slipping on some sludged up bricks like a fucking banana peel.
Running in place for 13 seconds before.
Yeah.
Yes.
Noise going. And
Oh my god.
it's gonna take 2 damage. You've got like a bunch of fucking sludge on your clothes now. You notice that when you get some of the sludge on your hands, that there's this gold sheen. You feel the weight of the gold that was in your pocket turning to liquid and drooping out of your pocket. Both you and Friday.
Ew. It's not hot, is it? It's just liquid gold.
It's liquefied and turning black and just seeping from your pockets and creating this horrible stain on your clothes.
Ugh.
Tree Sap looks at both of you. Ew. What happened?
Well, there's this thing called nighttime emissions you'll find out when you're older.
Oh. Gross.
Jesus. Alright. So we're gonna keep going.
Okay.
But we don't see Smooth anywhere around.
No, you do not see Smooth anywhere around. Both of you give me D20s.
Just a straight D20?
Yeah.
That's a 12.
19.
Okay. So you make it out of the courtyard, and you just continue to hear horrible noises and steam hissing and stone turning to sludge behind you as the monastery corrupts even more than it was when you first saw it. As soon as you move beyond the courtyard, it's hard to see any of it through the darkness, through the swamp fog, but the building behind you is not doing well as you get out of here. And ahead of you, you hear, and again, I know everybody has fucking dark vision and shit, but there's like a bunch of swamp gas and fog and whatever. And you can't exactly see where this wet slapping noise.
Oh no.
Is it pudgy?
I was gonna say.
It's more just like big slurp out in front of you.
Okay. I would like to summon some dancing lights as far away and to one side. Whatever my sense of a good direction is, left or right, don't care. Some dancing lights far away.
Okay. You send some lights off, and you hear these slaps just continuing to come towards you. But as one of your lights passes over, you can see the trail as they pass over the swampland, and you can see where they move through the fog and the reflection of these lights off of the surface of the black and green swamp. But there's one spot a little ways ahead of you where it's passing over the surface of the swamp, and then it suddenly raises and is going over something that looks like it's similar material, but is suddenly just a straight up 5 feet higher, and then passes over that.
Oh, out of the frying pan into the swamp.
Okay. Do I get the sense it's swamp monster sized, or do I get the sense it's smooth sized?
It looks literally like it's the same material as the swamp, but that there is a sudden, like, straight up and over and back down trajectory that this light, the reflection of the light took.
Like a world generation glitch. Tosslip, would that be the path we need to leave via with the... Did you see the lump? The ground lump.
Oh, yeah, that's where we should go. What was that?
Nothing great.
Great question. Okay. Do I have a better idea of how to get out of here than we did coming? Like where to walk?
I mean, a little bit, yeah. Like, you've got kind of a sense of where seems okay to step and where doesn't.
Alright, well, I am going to make myself invisible.
Okay.
Now that I have my magic back.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna go see what that thing is.
Okay.
Since that's the way we need to go. But I guess I will, in fact, tell...
Yeah, I was just about to ask if you're just gonna go invisible.
1 minute
or-
she's standing next to his thighs, and the next minute she's like, pop, and he's gone. And she's like, great. Awesome. Love that for me. Love this journey for me.
Okay, yeah, so you let them know, and you're just like having everybody sit there for a second while you go invisible and scout up ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, you do that, and yeah, pretty straightforward. You're just gonna go ahead a little bit, and you already fucking like tripped and ate shit. I'm not gonna make you do that multiple times. That's fucking boring. But we'll say because you're invisible, you are better at walking, and you roll up on just a big gelatinous cube that is the same material as the swamp underneath it, but it's up on the surface of the swamp, and it's hopping, making a big slapping noise. Seems totally uninterested in your little lights. As you would know, gelatinous cubes don't tend to have eyes, don't really respond to sight, so it is just kind of hopping ahead, and it does respond to you moving. When you step anywhere near the sides of this pathway, which are kind of unavoidable in some places, and if the side of your shoe or anything touches the actual swamp water a little bit, this cube seems to pick up on those vibrations. It is made of this dark blackish greenish stuff, but it is slightly transparent. And so as you get closer to it, you can tell that there is a large mass in the center of it, though, where it's suddenly not transparent.
Okay. All right. I'm going to quietly return, apprise them of our lovely situation.
Okay.
It possibly has eaten a rather smooth meal.
Oh, no.
Saw slips goes, oh no! And Tree Sap shrugs. What does that have to do with us?
Regardless, it is in our way.
Okay, whatever.
I know with the whole magic ward thing. Do you know any magic?
I know how to talk to, our fallen brethren.
Talk to the dead. Okay.
Sister
Friday, this would be on us, and I'm gonna try and get a surprise shatter. Would you like to big pointy stick thing?
Sounds good to me.
I'm gonna stay behind you.
Okay.
I'd prefer not to have one of those in me.
Oh, God forbid.
Plus, I'm invisible, so.
Yes.
All right, so I'm assuming that I'm probably within. Are we within 60 feet of this thing?
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm gonna pop off with a shatter.
It's a solid move.
Alright.
So I need a con save.
13.
No, that does not save.
Oh no.
That's an 11.
Okay. Okay, so I was trying to think of this because it's not gonna react to the noise from shatter. It would still take thunder damage. Okay, so you're doing 11 damage to the cube.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You hit the cube for 11 damage, and it jiggles and wiggles, and some little drops fall off of it, and you cannot tell what it feels about this, though, as it just kind of continues to bounce towards you.
And I'm gonna let loose with an arrow.
Okay.
Aiming right for the middle of it, but hopefully not hitting anything that's maybe smooth shaped in there.
Right.
Okay, so that would be a 27 to hit?
That will hit.
I figured it would. And then it does 4 piercing damage. Rolled a 1 on 9 damage. Ugh, come on.
Since that's piercing damage, though, it's only going to do half of that.
Oh, great, even better.
And so now it's got a little arrow stuck in it, and it just kind of sloops that in and continues to hop towards you.
Dang it. Yeah, I don't have anything other. Well, I have a hammer, but I have to be in very close range for that, so. I don't like that.
Tree Sap looks very distressed as this thing is getting closer. Oh my god, I had a nightmare like this once. Grass, don't you have a pocket knife or something? And she looks at the other elven teen with you, who just shrugs. No, I left it. I don't think a pocket knife's gonna do anything anyways.
Yes, agree. Pocket knife. That's you lose the arm trying to use that.
Yeah, probably. And Tree Sap just starts chewing on her fingernails and backs up behind you. Yeah, it's just going to basically use this turn to get closer to you.
Let's go with another shatter. Give me another con save.
Where? Yeah, 14.
That does not save.
Okay.
That is a 19.
Okay.
Woofda.
Yeah. So yeah, just describe what you tell me what you think it looks like when you hit a cube with your magic.
Well, I mean, it's a noise, so it's not visually very exciting, I don't think. I mean, it's an invisible guy hitting a thing with a noise.
Yeah.
Shooting noise at Jello.
That's our new episode title.
I don't know, I kind of like Gas of Evil, but
This is also true.
Everybody's gonna have to make a dex saving throw as it gets closer to you.
Ugh, that's an 8. Not great with an 8.
Also an 8.
The cube continues to hop towards you. You can definitely make out more and more of the smooth-like figure in the center of it. And as it encroaches on your space, it is going to engulf everybody except for Tree Sap. So it's not able to hold that many people, though. So it is going to hop and fall and pitch forward and envelops you, Matthias, you, Friday, the elven teen whose name you found out to be Grass, and Sawslip. But when it does this, Smooth actually gets ejected.
Oh, it got too hungry.
Hungry Jello.
Yep. And y'all are gonna take a little bit of acid damage.
Cool.
You are engulfed, can't breathe, you are restrained, and to take 8 damage each.
Whoopsie.
Yikes.
Indeedy. Glad I had that good red juice earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so because everybody who's actually doing anything is restrained, you're basically just kind of floating in there. You can see from inside the cube where Smooth was thrown out into the swamp, and you can just see that he's lying on the ground, sinking down into the swampiness and not really moving. And then you just see Tree Sap staring at you from the other side of this cube with her mouth open, not knowing what to do. So we're gonna go straight into strength checks to see whether or not you can become unengulfed.
Oh, there we go.
Cool.
22.
Okay.
3.
Okay.
Oh boy.
I mean, I look like a strong boy, but apparently I'm not.
Apparently you're not. Friday, you are the only one who makes it out.
Oh wow, okay.
So you just start throwing elbows and just get your way out of this cube. Everybody else is just sort of struggling in there still, so you make your way out of the cube, gasping for air. You've got more people in the cube. You've got Smooth sinking into the swamp. What do you do?
Okay, first things first, I'm going to run over and try to put Smooth on his back. See if he's got a pulse still. Is
Okay.
he alive?
Do medicine check.
Medicine check, huh? Okay. Alright, okay. Oh, not great. It's a 10.
Okay. You can tell that he's alive. You can't really tell more than that, and you're not really able to do anything much to help him except make sure that he's not about to drown.
Yeah.
You can't tell much more than that, though. And Tree Sap, she's just chewing on her nails, doesn't know what to do, looking back and forth between everybody. And everybody's still inside the cube. Going to take 11 damage.
Oof.
Mhm.
Cool.
You okay there, Matthias?
Cool.
You okay there?
Not for much longer.
Oh boy.
Sawslip and Grass look like they've completely just passed out. They are no longer struggling inside the cube.
Okay,
Oh, sorry, Matthias, you get another strength check to see what what you can do.
Okay, well that's a 19.
Okay, so now you are able to swim your way out of this cube, throw yourself out on the ground, and now you are outside of the cube with Friday.
I'm going to get some distance from the cube, and I'm going to drink a potion.
Okay.
And what did we just say those were? 2d4 plus...
2d4 plus 2.
Right, so that's going to give me 8 points back.
Nice.
Okay. And Friday, what are you doing?
Okay, so I'm... a question.
I'm a question.
I'm a question. My inventory includes an adventurer's pack that comes with standard D&D stuff in it, including flint and tinder, things to start fires, etc. Is it safe to say I still have that on me?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna look around and try to find any kind of a branch that I can, any kind of like fallen tree
I don't
branch.
think you're getting anything that's
I'm
gonna fire catchable in the swamp.
Let me finish. Let me finish.
I'm just like...
Hold
Okay.
up. Hold up, let me finish. And then I'm going to rip one of the arms off of my shirt. I'm going to wrap it around the top of the branch, and I'm going to douse it in, I don't have any oil, never mind. I'm going to just wrap it up in my shirt and light that on fire.
Okay.
So now I've got a big, long, flaming stick.
And I'm gonna douse it in fire.
Nothing. I'm gonna douse it in fire.
Okay, sure. I'll let you do that. Okay, so you got a fire stick.
Yep, and I'm gonna poke the cube with it.
You're just gonna poke the cube with it?
I'm gonna smash. I'm gonna like try to get those kids out of the cube. See if maybe the fire will make it spit them out.
Okay, you're gonna poke the cube with fire. You create a burned spot on the cube. You don't really get much more reaction than that, though.
Damn it. Well, I'm out of ideas. I got nothing.
Okay, well, I'm just blowing through those spell slots here, but I guess I'm gonna need a con save, and yeah, I'm gonna go for Shatter again, but I'm gonna use a 3rd level spell.
And that is a 15.
That matches my thing. What do we do with that?
Oh my god,
We can never remember
every
this.
time I fucking forget. I can never fucking remember. Saving throws is the one making a save who wins a tie. So since I was making a con save, I hit your number to hit.
Well, that's cool and awesome.
So you create a burn spot on the cube. You jiggle the cube with some more noise, but it doesn't really seem to actually affect it this time. And it is going to try to hit. Who would be closer to it right now? Friday, you moved away to Smooth, where Smooth was ejected. So I'm going to say Matthias is the one who's closer. Cube is going to try to just hit you with its body. It's not trying to engulf you this time. So 16 attack.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Another 6 acid damage to you.
Cool.
And it just kind of pushes you back and is just reacting to the sensory stuff happening around it. So it is just hopping towards you because you are where the big noise and shaking stuff is coming from. And you got 2 passed out kids inside. And Treesap is kind of starting to freak out right now. It's just like, oh my god, are they dead?
The reassuring sounds of silence.
Yep.
Friday,
Yeah.
what you gonna do?
Well, I don't want to get any closer to it. Fire doesn't work. The lightning doesn't work. Piercing damage doesn't work. Don't have anything else I can use.
I mean, pinging it with an arrow is something.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna try to...
Low risk. I mean, it's low reward, but it's low risk.
I'm gonna go ahead and try to shoot with another arrow.
Okay.
And that would be a 12 to hit.
That will hit it.
It will? Oh.
Yes.
Well, shucky darn. Alright. 6 damage. 3 damage.
3 damage. Yeah, and it just kind of absorbs this arrow into it, along with all the other gunk inside of it. And you are seeing a fun little assortment of animal and people bones and stuff floating around in it also.
Cool.
Smooth wakes up, and he just coughs up a bunch of swamp gunk, clears his throat, spits a bunch of gunk on the ground, and sits up and is gasping. Whoa, what happened?
Swamp monster ate you.
Just my luck. Oh, God. Oh, it's still here! He starts scrambling backwards.
Sorry, that hit me just right. Oh, it's still here. What a bad dream I'm still having!
So he scrambles backwards and is kind of sinking down into the mud, and then flails and gets back up onto the slightly more solid pathway and gets up to his feet, snirks out his claws. What are we doing? Oh god, there's kids in there.
Yep, that is the situation. Yep.
Caught right up. Okay, so is Smooth jumping in, or is it my turn?
Yeah, you go ahead. Smooth got up.
Smooth got up.
Mm-hmm.
Good job, Smooth.
All right. Well, let's we're just eating up these spell slots. We're running through them like nobody's business. Let me have one more con save.
Okay. It's 12.
Thank God. Okay, that's a 22.
Nice.
Okay, yeah. So that subwoofers the fuck out of this whole big jelly and shakes it up, and the left corner of it splits diagonally, and just this huge chunk sloughs off of it, enough for Sawslip's head to be uncovered, and you can hear him like gasping as he breathes. Grass is still in the cube, but the cube has lost about 30% of its mass, just jiggled right off of it with the force of that attack.
Cool.
And it's stopped trying to hop forward, and it's just kind of sitting there trembling sweatily now. And Sawslip springs his arms out and starts trying to get his way out of there. Friday, what do you do?
Okay, well now Sawslip is mostly free. I can't risk hitting it with an arrow now. Alright, well now that it's kind of like just standing still and quivering, I am gonna approach it carefully. Pull out one of my daggers and see if I can slice off another corner of it and get that to fall off as well.
Okay, cool, yeah.
That is up. That's not gonna do it. Oh, it is. It's a 12 to hit,
Okay, yeah, that'll hit.
and that's a 4 damage.
Okay. And so you're intentionally trying to just, like, carve off a chunk of it?
Yeah.
Okay. You get a chunk of it off enough that it's closer to the other elven teen for them to start working their hand out of it. Sawslip has grabbed at them through this, and Treesap has actually like run over and is trying to grab at them now to get them out of the cube, which is still alive, but is not doing so much right now. So Smooth is going to run in with his claws and just start shredding at it, and it's kind of comical. It's like a cat clawing at a big thing of jello. Sending pieces and chunks of it flying, and so he's trying to help get these kids out. It's still a cube, but like, I mean, it's not cube shaped anymore because you've carved a lot of it off. It is still exited, but it is mostly neutralized at this point. So you can just try to get these kids out of there.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go start trying to get Grass out.
Okay. And Friday, what are you doing?
Same thing. I'm trying to get those kids
Just
out
all
of
through, okay. All right, yeah. So through the power of friendship, because you all go do the same thing at the same time, I'm just gonna let you get these kids out. You drag these kids out of this cube, and there's basically half of this cube left now, and it's mostly just in little chunks all over the ground that are all kind of doing their own little jiggly thing. But as a huge cube unit, it is not actively trying to attack you anymore. It is falling apart.
Nice.
So you get these kids out, and they are coughing up big chunks of gelatinous swamp gunk and trying to kind of get this stuff off of them. Sawslip grabs at you with eyes. I think I died for a minute. Was that death? I couldn't breathe. That's when you stop breathing, you're dead, right?
It's
No.
Was I dead?
you're fine now is what matters. That's why don't you have some juice, and I'm gonna give him a healing potion.
Okay.
Give Grass one as well.
Okay. Yeah. That's very kind of you. How many healing potions you got left?
Well, I kind of I feel like I just went a little mad with them because they're cheap and it wasn't really a concern. So I think it was more a carrying concern than anything else. How big are these things?
The size of Avion bottles.
Nah, come on.
Nah,
They're like shots. These are the shitty healing potions. They're just little.
They're like airport alcohol.
If they're mini airplane bottles of booze size, then I'm loaded the fuck up.
Okay. You pass around some healing potions, and everybody says, "Yay, thank you, Matthias. You're so generous and kind and wonderful."
So smart and brave and cool.
So smart, brave, and cool.
Yeah, actually, I think I'll have one of those as well. Come to think of it.
Smooth sees you drinking one and kind of does this little.
Yes, here you go.
He pats you on the back and says, "Oh, I'm very glad you found me. I'm sorry I took off like a coward."
That's okay. Join us. We're taking off like cowards now. Let's do it in a group.
Oh, okay. That's great. I mean, what about Lucy?
I think she's in deeper than we can do.
We almost lost to Jello. No, we're leaving.
Okay, what? I'm fine with that. Let's go. Let's get back to the boat. Let's get some drinks.
Yeah, I mean, he was leaving before, so like he's not got a lot of room to talk.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna vam with more moose.
Okay.
That's silly.
Yes. Thank you.
As you start to take off, you've got a little ways away from the monastery, but it's not so far behind you that you can't hear the moment when it falls completely. And looking behind you, you don't see this tall, dark, towering figure on the horizon anymore. The swampland behind you is now entirely flat. And you can't tell where this building even ever was at any point. And tree sap and sawslip and grass are all looking shocked as the place you just ran from that was their home for who knows how long has just been flattened completely. But there's still noise coming from where the monastery was, and it is reaching outwards, and this noise becomes a movement in the ground, and you see black tendrils coming from the center of where this building once was, moving through the swamp towards where you are. And these tendrils move upward and take the forms of fallen cultists. And those forms, before you can do anything about it, are near where you are enough to grab the remaining cultists that are with you and dragging them back down to where they belong with the rest of their family.
Friday actually screams and tries to grab the nearest kid to her.
Hey, you can go ahead and do a dex check.
Nope. That's a 12.
So you grab at Tree Sap's hand as she looks startled as this larger version of this just robed version of her comes up from behind her that is all made from blackened roots and embraces her from behind and drags her down. It's not even like a violent or it's this strange, almost sort of caring embrace, but she looks terrified as she is dragged down into the swamp and her fingers slip through yours.
Oh, Friday's pissed now.
Smooth is silent, and everything around you is suddenly very silent. You notice now that there were more noises. There was the gas coming up from the swamp. There was the noise in the distance from the monastery. There was little noises of animals and bugs and things. That's just everything is gone now. There is only the sound of the breathing of the three of you.
That should not have happened.
There's nothing more to do now. Let's go.
What the hell have we done?
I don't know.
They were just kids.
I know, Levy. Let's go.
Yeah.